Her mother kickstarted political activism in the projects. Now the daughter, Tara Stamps, is a community activist and public schools teacher backed by the Chicago Teachers Union to kick out Austin's 37th Ward incumbent, Emma Mitz. I'm Mike Fouché, and this is Aldertrack's Meet a Chicago Candidate series. Tell me, Tara, what's driving you to run for alderman?
What drove me to run for alderman is that, quite frankly, our people just deserve better. We deserve better. And I am an unbought, unbossed woman, and I have my mother to thank for that. And so I want the opportunity to fight for a 37th Ward that we all deserve. Our community deserves better than a rubber stamp alderman who votes 100% of the time with the mayor on policies that really negatively impact our community. So when this fight kind of became the center point, or Chicago Public Schools and school closings became the center point, because I'm a veteran school teacher, it brought me in a very authentic way, a way that I understood what disinvestment looks like in our community, because I'm there when those children lose family members, lose work. I'm seeing parents struggle all the time. And I just got angry because our people just, quite frankly, deserve better. We deserve better.
So do you consider yourself an Emmanuel Garcia Wilson or Fioretti supporter?
I support Chewy.
You do?
I do.
And so are you going to be working together and campaigning together?
Absolutely. He just opened up an office recently on the west side. I know that Chewy is a champion for working families like myself. I also know that Chewy is a fighter. Chewy and my mother fought shoulder to shoulder, side by side, created the Black and Brown Alliance during the Harold Washington years and got him elected. So I'm looking forward to doing that same kind of work with him.
Most sitting aldermen would say ward maintenance issues occupy most of their time. But if you had one major citywide policy issue, what would it be?
Well, ward issues, maintenance issues probably do occupy a lot of their time. However, the sitting alderman has failed on both fronts. Just last Saturday, I was out with neighbors and volunteers cleaning up vacant lots in sections of the community that's the most blighted, because our babies just deserve better. Again, they deserve to not go to school, in filth and trash. So I'm prepared to roll my sleeves up and get the work done. Also, as a legislator and being responsible for this legislative body, she's failed. Again, she's voting 100% of the time on policies that hurt us, from nickel and diming us with red light cameras that take money out of working class and poor people's pockets, to speed lights and closing health facilities and mental health facilities, and supporting charter school proliferation and the privatization of public education. We have 5 schools in the 37th Ward that have been turned around and taken over by private operatives. So as a policy issue, what I'm prepared to do is this. Listen, I want a 37th Ward that people are proud to live in, where we have good neighborhood schools, where there's safe streets, where people are working. And in order to do that, to make that a reality for residents in the 37th Ward, we have to invest in blighted communities.
So when you say that she's voted 100% for things that are bad for your community, does that mean 100% with Rahm Emanuel?
That means 100% with Rahm Emanuel and Daley.
So I'm guessing that means that you would join the Progressive Caucus if you were elected.
Yes.
And do you think that boxes you in somehow, or makes you more vulnerable, makes you targeted by Rahm Emanuel, who's got $2 million just to go after Progressive Caucus people?
I think that when people stand up on the side of right, when people fight for quality work and decent quality of life and good schools, that makes you a target for people who are greedy and want to privatize our public works anyway. Make no mistake about it, Dr. King didn't die because he just wanted to, overcome. When it became a question of labor and work, that's when things got serious. So when working class people want to assert themselves, it's going to make you a target anyway. I don't think that it boxes me in. If that means that I'm going to be aligned with people who believe that if you live in the city of Chicago, you should be able to work in the city of Chicago. Your child deserves to go to a school that's a quality neighborhood school in the city of Chicago. You should be able to buy a home in the city of Chicago, become a part of the fabric of your community, and retire with dignity. If that means those are the kind of people that I'm aligning myself with, then I'm honored by that, and I'm prepared for this fight.
Okay. Thank you very much for joining us today, Tara.
Thank you for having me.
You can learn more about the Tara Stamps campaign and almost 200 others by subscribing to our newsletter at aldertrack.com, by listening to this series on Rivet Radio, or by subscribing to this series on YouTube. Thank you very much. More great stuff to come.